Calorimetry is the process of measuring the amount of heat released or absorbed during a chemical reaction. By knowing the change in heat, it can be determined whether or not a reaction is exothermic, releases heat, or endothermic, absorbs heat. One example of a chemical reaction is the hydrochloric acid and sodium hydroxide. Hydrochloric acid is an acid and sodium hydroxide is a base that are harmful substances that can harm humans. Hence, after the reaction, it can form a harmless salt and water. Because calorimetry is used to measure the heat of a reaction, it is a crucial part of thermodynamics. In order to measure the heat of a reaction, the reaction must be isolated so that no heat is lost to the environment. This is achieved by use of a calorimeter, which insulates the reaction to better contain heat. Sample problem. 1 gram of glucose is submitted to combustion in a calorimetry and the temperature increased from 25 degrees Celsius to 27 degrees Celsius. If the heat of combustion standard is 3.85 kilojoules per mole, what is the heat of combustion for this amount of glucose? First step is to calculate the molecular weight of glucose, which is C6H12O6, which is 180 grams per mole. The second step is to apply the next equation. And then you need to do this, do that, and solve it manually or in your calculator so you can get the final answer of your equation. Hess's law. It can be used to determine the overall energy required for a chemical reaction, especially when the reaction can be divided into several intermediate steps that are individually easier to characterize. Negative enthalpy change for a reaction indicates exothermic process, while positive enthalpy change corresponds to endothermic process. Calculate the standard enthalpy of combustion of the transition of graphite to diamond. Given the calculations on the screen, and you have to calculate it manually or on your calculator if you're not satisfied. First, we see that both equations are balanced. The enthalpies were given and there is no need to flip an equation around because it is possible to cancel out a coupled term as is. What is left is cancelling out the O2 and the CO2 species, writing the overall reaction, and then summing the two enthalpies together.
What's up? Tap sa inyo mga pa? Dun! You.